Brayden Bartholomew, man. Like, how you doing, bro?
I've been doing great, brother. Just getting ready for some Wednesday church service around here.
Yes, sir. We're here at Calvary Church.
Yes, sir, at Calvary Church.
So, I was planning to do this, in my neighborhood, but this ain't bad either. So,
Yeah.
you're a pitcher for
Sure.
South Meck,
I heard.
and so tell me like how the season is going so far.
It's going good so far. With all the snow and stuff, we've been pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
Catching stuff up. But this week we're going on our second week of live ABs.
Right.
We're going to get some hitting in at Carmel. And then after that, we're going to start scrimmages next week. And then February 18th is our opening day scrimmage against Providence. And then our first real game is Forsyth, February 25th.
That's
Something like
nice,
that.
man. So, are you like going to be doing more pitching? Like, you're going to be a PO, or you're going to be like
I'm
hitting?
not a certain PO, but yes, I'll be doing more pitching and hitting probably. So coach told me my plan is probably to be more of a pitcher DH situation where I'll hit when needed, hit mainly for power hitter lineup kind of stuff, and then as a pitcher every day, like start the first day of the week, have to start the momentum that carries on throughout the week.
And it's 7 innings, right?
In high school, it's 7 innings.
Yeah. So you're a starting pitcher.
Yes, sir. Usually I go around 4 to 5 innings.
4 or 5 innings. Nice. Like, so tell me like what your stats were last year.
Last year we had a 2.2 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. I think I had 38 strikeouts to 8 walks in 34 innings.
That's nice, man. So how's like the rest of the rotation holding up? Are you like the ace, or like are you kind of middle of the rotation?
Last year I was just a guy who just showed up out of nowhere. I wasn't supposed to start the beginning of the year, but then we had an injury, so I came in and just pitched. I became an all-conference pitcher, but basically, it wasn't supposed to be that way. But this year, I'm the projected ace, but our whole staff is really good. Like we have Lawton Mahalik, good lefty, throwing 84, 86.
Yeah.
He'll probably go D1, honestly, if he keeps climbing the way he is climbing.
Yeah.
Cole Christian, he's D1. Unfortunately, freshman is already throwing 89 and is 6'2". Meanwhile,
6'2" freshman.
it's ridiculous.
He's throwing 89. He's
As
only
a freshman, only a freshman.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you get me. Surviving off 87-mile-hour sinkers, and I'm 5'10".
Oh my God. Man, so for the rest of the team, like offensively, like tell me like how y'all were last year offensively.
Last year we were a decent offensive team, but we were mainly like AG was our big speedster, honestly one of our biggest power bats.
He graduated now, right?
Yes, sir. He's playing. Forgot the name. He's playing D2 baseball, I want to say. Reese Gurdon was our best overall hitter, batted two-hole, lefty with speed and power. Last year our offense, I'd say, was overall good. I feel like it's better this year.
Right.
More well-rounded lineup, guys who can hit for contact and power. And with a new coaching staff, I feel like we're going to have the chance to actually hit instead of doing against Catholic always was bunt. So I think we have a chance to actually perform to our best capabilities now.
Yeah, man. Like, and I heard y'all made playoffs last year.
Yes, sir.
So how far did y'all go?
Last year only first round, which is typical for us. Usually we always make the playoffs at least. Last year I think was actually pretty decent. I think our team this year is better, and that was one of the teams where it's like you just got to fight for everything, which we did last year. But we got unlucky. The team we faced had a Dallas Baptist commit throwing 92, and we faced him. Put up a good fight, lost 2-0 to Wellington. At Wellington, it was a road game.
Man, so new coach, new regime. So, like, how has it been? Like, like Brian Hoop went to coach last year, and he leaves. And, he's been the coach for so long.
Yes, sir.
Like, you kind of get used to it, and used to his philosophy. Like, how was it like adjusting to this new coach?
It's tough because, like, with the new plays and stuff, it's still confusing for some of me and my teammates. Like, we're used to turning and pump faking. This year, he wants you to turn and give it up to the second baseman right away. Someone tries to early steal.
Yeah.
We have new, like, vocals, which we're still learning, but overall I like Coach Skinner a lot. I feel like for me at least it's easier to connect with him, and I also really like how he sees me as a star future player,
Right.
and I like that a lot.
Yeah, man. Like, you had aspirations when you were younger of possibly like making the big leagues, and like, has that changed at all?
Well, I still want to play the major leagues. I mean, I don't think that ever goes away. Like my dad, turning 50 this year, still wishes he was playing in the major leagues. But you know, it's also you gotta realize there's more joys than just one thing in life. Like I love math, I love sports. My goal is to never truly leave the sports world, but like, you know, be a sports GM or sports analyst, something that always involves sports. So becoming a major league player is probably gonna be very hard now, very unlikely. But I do think my life can never truly leave the sports world.
Yeah, man. Like for me personally, you know, I dealt with injuries over the years. You know, I haven't played baseball in a while, but it's still like I don't really want to leave the sports world. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? I'm always kind of involved. I'm always like kind of like looking around, like seeing who's good, seeing who's not. And sometimes I'm really trying to. I still like hitting the ball, man. It's like I still get that feel. But of course, we're at this church now, and you're a man of faith, and
Very much.
you're also a big time family man. 'Cause I see your posts on Instagram, a lot of like being involved with the family a lot, and so how important it is to have like a family around you to support you during school, baseball.
I think, first off, you have to be very big in family when your brother has autism, special needs. We've always been around him, always supported him. His favorite thing is to go to Disney World, which I know you see that post a lot of us.
Yeah,
there,
I
that's
saw
his
that.
favorite place on earth. So seeing that smile is always worth it.
Yeah.
And then for building the dreams, my grandpa Frank, I never met him.
Yeah.
He died 6 months before I was born.
Right.
My dad had a very good bond with him. My grandpa Frank taught him the goal of a man is to always make his kid's life better than his life. So my dad came from a small town in Pennsylvania called Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking cornfields, coal mines. Like I asked people from Pennsylvania, they've never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you don't really hear about stuff like that.
My
Yeah.
dad worked hard. He wanted to be an architect.
Yeah.
Way better at art than I am. Don't even know what he does. Don't know how he does it because I can't do that. But you know, he was able to get into Syracuse.
That's nice.
He got a good job. Worked in New York City. What's funny is when people see my mom dating him, because I come from the neighborhood I live in. I admit there's a bunch of gold diggers or like younger women dating older men in my neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So people look at my mom and assume she's the same. When my mom first started dating my dad, they were both in their 20s in New York City. My dad was in a lot of student debt, so she's like, no. When I knew him, he barely had any money to his name. But my dad kept working hard.
Yeah.
He became a CEO at the age of 35. The youngest in his company. Now he owns 10% of that company. And this past fall, he actually presented in front of the top 10 soccer clubs in Europe. So I think first he has the money to provide for me, but also as a father. He's taught me the meaning of what it means to be a father, to be a provider, but also the house of faith, which somehow my mother and father put very deep into me. They're both very raised heavily in the church. They made sure to do the same for me.
Right.
And having them around has helped me both take a leap into faith, although God has the final calling with Jesus' relationship with you.
Yeah.
But they've definitely allowed me to do that and have allowed me to explore my dreams, because my mother was a lot like me. She could have gone to Furman or a guy got in Chapel Hill State, better institutions than the one I'm going to now.
Yeah.
My mom always wanted to be a dancer, so she went to Marymount to become a dancer.
Yeah.
So she understands my dreams. You want to be a baseball player? Okay, go to Carleton, play baseball. We're going to support you every step of the way, and that means a lot. Their support, considering I'm leaving, going all the way up to Minnesota.
Yeah, man. So I'll get to that in a second, but with your brother, you mentioned he had autism. Like, has it ever been a challenge, like,
Oh, yeah.
with him?
Well, It's tough because the way he looks, he doesn't look different.
Yeah.
There's people you can look at who have autism or special needs or any sort of special needs.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, okay, that person has a difference. With him, you really can't. So there's times where he'll bump into people and they'll like start talking to him. Be like, he has autism. There's times where people have said crap to him, and I may or may not have wanted to put their head in a wall. But God and my parents made me not do that. But it definitely teaches you a lot about life and gives you insight. Like, there's times where me and my brothers complain about, stupid stuff like, I don't have this, I don't have that. This is so hard, yada, yada, yada. Then you realize his brain functions differently and he'll never be able to fully express the way he feels. And that gives you a first-hand perspective of what's truly important in life. And that's not being understood, having this or that. It's having people around you who are willing to fight for you every day.
Right. And, me personally, I have a few cousins that are special need, and they don't look too different all the time. But for the most part, they just been they're very quiet. Like, they don't have like great social skills.
Yeah.
They tend to like cling on to their cling on to like their sister or like the mom.
Yeah.
And so it takes them like a long time to really get comfortable with you.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned.
Well, on the topic of that, that's something that like a lot of my favorite athletes, heroes, have things like that in common. Like, I love Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Last year he held, and he does it every year. I volunteered last year. He holds a prom for the kids with differences. He did that this past week, and that's part of why I love him. Josh Allen's my favorite current quarterback outside of Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, he acted different. So people assumed he had special needs. So because of that, he looks out, he goes to hospitals, he spends time, he looks out for kids like my brother.
Yeah.
So he earned a lot of my respect doing that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, you gotta love people like that are willing to go out of their way to help kids in need. Like, they don't even have to, but they like flat out go out of their way to help kids with needs. And I think that's just great, man.
And I think it's a problem that this world has. Now, I want to talk about in churches that we see people as different religions, different political views, different ideologies, and we try to separate. But I saw a great video and a great conversation by this guy who said, Jesus Christ did not come here to push away the sinners. He came to accept them. Who cares if you have different religions? Love one another, for love washes away the sin. So I think it's something we all need to realize. People with special needs, people who look different than us, people who act different than us, people like me. Like, I am not special needs. I am not diverse. I'm sorry, I'm a pretty white guy.
Yeah.
But I act different. I've always been considered the nerd, the geek. Been pushed around a lot. So, just like, love one another, and this world will become a better place.
So, to end off, we're at this church. So, what made you like really like a family man, or like a church, like really a church goer, like believing in Jesus Christ, like very heavily.
Yeah.
So, like, because there's a lot of people, they might believe in him, but they're not willing to like go the extra step.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what had you going the extra step, like going to church?
Going the extra step. That's always the difficult part because, like, my friend asked me the same question the other day. This is political and it's a personal idea. There's people in this world who, by the laws of Christianity, not true Christians. However, that was the old covenant. We actually were in this lesson 2 weeks ago at church on Wednesday night service. God is the new covenant. The Christianity, the difference between Judaism and Christianity is Judaism, you're saved based on the laws. Christianity is you're saved by grace. You come into church, you worship, and it's really about Jesus Christ touching your heart. I remember the first time when I accidentally hit into my heart, I was 8 years old. We sang the song, I'm pretty sure, King of Kings. and it talks about how he did not despise the cross. For our salvation, you died. And that touched me. Jesus touched my heart that day, and he saved me. So I think coming to church doesn't make you Christian. Like, I still commit sinful actions.
Yeah.
I asked him for help, but we have eternal salvation, which we learned last week, bringing up some lessons.
Yeah.
Which is, once you have that relationship with Jesus, it never truly goes away. You may damage it. It's like your relationship with your parents or your loved ones.
Yeah.
You may push them away. You may damage it. You may try to hurt it, but you can fix it because he always loved you. And that's something I think once you realize he forever loves you, he bled for you, he cried for you on the cross. He said he wished there was another way.
Yeah.
Forever you'll realize that man saved you. And the last thing is, the thing that touches me most about Christ is his forgiveness and loving, not just for the human race, but when he was on that cross, they asked him that instead of, he had 60,000 on angels ready to come down to earth, that could come down to earth and smite the Roman. Instead, what he said was, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they have done.
Yeah.
Because he did not come as the Israeli king that the Jewish people see, or that the world wants to see. He came as a savior of flesh and blood, and because of that, all who come to him will forever be in him and God's eternal place.
I love him, man.
Love you too, brother.
But, thanks for being here with me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. This is my first episode.
Absolutely.
First person I've ever interviewed. So, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can interview you again
Absolutely.
later. Hopefully in a quieter place.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. But this is going to be it. Like, you got any last thoughts you want to say?
First off, make sure that no matter what, the most important thing is your family. It goes God, your salvation, family, friends, school, sports. Sometimes for me, I put sports ahead of friends in school, which is not correct. Do not do that. Also, watch the David movie. Put that in the podcast. That's a great movie. I watched this week with my family. You want to watch a great Christian movie? Watch David. Great movie.
Yeah. That's it. Brayden Bartholomew, South Meck, pitcher.
Thank you, brother.
And by the way, your teammate Cam, man, he went to the Pro Bowl, and John Robinson shouted you out.
Get them shout-outs.
Man, you got all these people shouting you out, man. So you guys got to make a run now. Like,
Don't worry.
They know who you are.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. We got 5 D1 commits future ones.
Man.
Trust me.
Man, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chuck.